Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a thrilling showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams in this crucial Week 10 matchup of the NFL season. These two teams come into the game with plenty to prove. The Dolphins, known for their explosive offense, led by the talented Tua Tagovailoa, are looking to maintain their momentum as they push toward the playoffs. On the other side, the Rams, helmed by veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford, are fighting to stay relevant in a competitive NFC. Both teams have had their ups and downs this season. But tonight, under the bright lights, it's all about who can execute when it matters most. The tension is palpable. The fans are on the edge of their seats, and we're set for a spectacular contest of skill, strategy, and resilience. The game kicks off with the Dolphins starting on offense, and they waste no time making a statement. On their very first play, Tua executes a perfect fake toss, drawing the Rams' defense forward. With the pocket clean, he finds Jalen Waddle wide open across the middle. Waddle takes off like a rocket, sprinting through the secondary before he's finally tackled. The Dolphins have set the tone early, and the Rams are already on their heels. As the drive progresses, Miami showcases their offensive versatility. Tua's quick release and precise passing keep the chains moving, and the running game adds balance. Then, just as the Rams seem to tighten up their defense, Malik Washington takes a toss, bounces to the outside, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. The home crowd erupts as their team strikes first in this pivotal contest. Now it's the Rams' turn to respond, but things don't start as they'd hoped. Stafford takes the snap and looks to get his team moving, but the Dolphins' defense is relentless. They apply pressure, forcing Stafford into a quick decision. The ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Anthony Walker leaps into action, intercepting the pass. The Dolphins' defense, often overshadowed by their offense, is making their presence felt early in this game. Miami gets excellent field position after the turnover, but the Rams' defense manages to hold firm. They force the Dolphins to attempt a long field goal. Jason Sanders steps up and delivers a 50-yarder with confidence, adding to Miami's lead. It's a solid start for the Dolphins, but the Rams know they need to find some rhythm if they want to stay in this game. The Rams come out for their next possession with a renewed sense of urgency. Stafford leads his team down the field with a mix of short passes and runs, spreading the ball around his playmakers. Kyren Williams provides a spark in the running game, breaking through for some tough yards. The Rams seem to be settling in, but Miami's defense remains opportunistic. As the Rams approach midfield, Stafford launches a beautiful pass to Tyler Johnson, who makes a clutch catch to keep the drive alive. But just as the Rams start to build momentum, disaster strikes again. Williams fumbles the ball after a hard hit and Miami recovers. It's another missed opportunity for the Rams, and the Dolphins' defense once again comes through in a big way. The second quarter begins with both teams locked in a physical, strategic battle. Miami looks to capitalize on the Rams' mistakes, but Los Angeles defense shows they're not going down without a fight. On a crucial third down, Tua drops back, surveys the field, and launches a deep pass. But the Rams' Rose Braun reads it perfectly, jumping the route and making a spectacular interception. The Rams take over with decent field position and a chance to cut into Miami's lead. Stafford delivers some key throws, moving his team into scoring range. However, Miami's defense remains stout, forcing the Rams to settle for a field goal. It's a small victory for Los Angeles, but they still have a lot of ground to cover. As the teams head to the locker rooms, it's clear that both coaching staffs have work to do. For the Dolphins, the message is simple: stay aggressive. Their offense has been productive, and their defense has created turnovers, but they'll need to maintain their intensity to secure the win. Meanwhile, the Rams need to focus on limiting mistakes. They've shown they can move the ball, but turnovers and missed opportunities have put them in a tough spot. The second half begins with Miami receiving the kickoff. Tua leads his team onto the field, and it's clear they're sticking to their game plan. The Dolphins mix in short passes, quick runs, and play-action fakes, keeping the Rams' defense guessing. On first and goal, Tua rolls out to his left and finds Tyreek Hill wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. They extend their lead, and the pressure is back on the Rams. Despite the growing deficit, the Rams continue to fight. Stafford shows his veteran poise, standing tall in the pocket and delivering accurate passes under pressure. He connects with Cooper Kupp on a series of quick throws, moving the chains and keeping the Rams' hopes alive. Tyler Johnson also steps up, making a couple of crucial catches in traffic. As the fourth quarter begins, the Rams find themselves in the red zone, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Stafford takes the snap, scans the field, and fires a bullet toward the end zone. But Miami's defense holds strong, forcing an incompletion on third down. The Rams settle for a field goal, narrowing the gap but still trailing. With time running out, the Dolphins look to close things out. They lean on their defense, which has been stellar all night. Duke Riley comes up with a massive play, blocking a Rams field goal attempt and effectively sealing the game. It's the kind of play that exemplifies Miami's all-around performance, a combination of skill, preparation, and execution. Stafford leads one final drive for the Rams, but it's too little, too late. Miami's defense holds firm, and the Dolphins emerge victorious. It's a complete team win for Miami, as their offense, defense, and special teams all contribute to the victory. As the dust settles on this Week 10 showdown, it's clear that the Miami Dolphins have firmly established themselves as a force to be reckoned with. Their victory over the Los Angeles Rams was a true team effort, with contributions from all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. The Dolphins displayed resilience, capitalizing on turnovers and executing their game plan with precision. Tua Tagovailoa continues to prove that he's a reliable leader under center, and the dynamic duo of Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill remains one of the most dangerous receiving tandems in the league. On the defensive side, Miami was relentless. The unit created multiple turnovers, applied constant pressure on Matthew Stafford, and came up with critical stops when it mattered most. Players like Javon Holland and Duke Riley stepped up in big moments, demonstrating the depth and versatility of this defense. For the Rams, this game served as a stark reminder of the challenges they face. Matthew Stafford showed flashes of brilliance, and Cooper Kupp continued to be a reliable target. However, the team's struggles with turnovers and red zone efficiency ultimately cost them the game. The Rams' defense had moments of strength, but their inability to consistently contain Miami's explosive offense proved to be their downfall. Looking ahead, the Dolphins are well positioned to make a deep playoff run. Their offense is firing on all cylinders, and the defense is showing signs of being a championship-caliber unit. If they can maintain this level of play, they could very well find themselves competing for a spot in the AFC Championship. However, consistency will be key. The Dolphins will need to continue refining their game, particularly in managing clock situations and reducing penalties, to ensure they remain a top contender. Additionally, with their schedule featuring some tough matchups down the stretch, Miami will need to prove they can handle adversity. Road games against elite teams and potential playoff previews will test their mettle. But if they rise to the occasion, they could establish themselves as a legitimate Super Bowl threat. For the Rams, this loss is a setback, but it's far from the end of their season. They still have the talent and experience to turn things around. If they can tighten up on ball security and improve their red zone efficiency, they'll be in a strong position to compete for a playoff spot. Stafford's leadership and the return of some key players from injury will be crucial as they look to bounce back in the coming weeks. Their defense, while tested in this game, has the potential to dominate. They'll need to regroup and focus on creating more pressure up front, forcing opposing quarterbacks into mistakes. The Rams coaching staff will also need to emphasize situational awareness, ensuring the team can close out games when the opportunity arises. Both teams showed glimpses of their potential in this game. For the Dolphins, it's a step forward, a validation of their hard work and preparation. For the Rams, it's a learning experience, a chance to regroup and refocus as they navigate the remainder of the season. The NFL is a league of adjustments, and the teams that adapt the fastest are often the ones still standing in January. The Dolphins have momentum on their side, while the Rams have the opportunity to bounce back and make a statement in the weeks ahead. One thing is certain: both teams will continue to be fascinating to watch as the playoff picture begins to take shape. As the players shake hands and head off the field, the Dolphins can celebrate a job well done. This win is a testament to their growth as a team, showcasing their ability to dominate in all phases of the game. For the Rams, it's a tough loss, but one they can learn from. They showed flashes of brilliance, but were ultimately undone by mistakes and missed opportunities. For now, the Dolphins keep their playoff hopes alive and continue to build momentum. With performances like this, they'll be a team to watch as the season progresses. Thanks for joining us for this exciting matchup.